welcome back after a long time with a reading on Ask the Universe. We haven't done that in a very long time, right? So I wanted to ask the universe the questions that I wrote in a poll that you guys voted on. So here we go. You chose to ask the universe about the dark night of the soul. So I prepared two Lenormand decks that we're going to use, and I will do one for the divine feminine side and one for the divine masculine side, okay? So we're asking really specifically, and I want to see how I do that because I need more space. Let's put the decoration a little bit to the top because we need space. So first of all, we're gonna look at I will see how many cards I can use so that you can still see everything. So this is the deck for the feminine dark night of the soul. This is the Lenormand card reading, so I will read from Lenormands. I always read Lenormands in the Asking the Universe stuff. So let's see the divine feminine, please. Show me how does the dark night of the soul usually looks like for a divine feminine universe? How does the dark night of the soul usually look like for the divine feminine? Okay, those are the cards we're going to use. And on the other side here, we want to put what does the dark night of the soul usually looks like for the divine counterpart, for the divine masculine. How does the dark night of the soul look like for the divine masculine? So I also want to look into the main topics for the divine masculine and for the divine feminine. So please show me, what is the main topic of a dark night of the soul? I also want to look if there could be more than one dark night of the soul in each journey, and from my own experience, I would say yes. So this is for the divine feminine. And what does the dark night of the soul look like for the divine counterpart? Like, what does it mostly look like? What is the main topic? Why are they going through a dark night of the soul? I'm taking this card. So guys, let's see what it says. Okay, I think I'm taking two Lenormand cards. We're gonna do it a little bit different this time than because I don't have the space to do a 9 spread. But I will do like maybe on the mindset, on the feeling side and on the action side, like what is going on. So let's see, what is the main topic for the divine feminine? And here we have the birds. The birds is all about chitter chatter. The birds is all about communicating in a community. Okay, it's about isolation, guys. It's the opposite. And the funny thing is, you would say, like, how do you know? Because the number 12 is, I see this, like, Spirit gave me months. The December is the month of winter, the month where the year is ending. So the dark night of the soul for the divine feminine, I feel, comes at a moment when she's very chitty-chatty in a community, where she's very involved, where she's awakened and she's like part of a community. She's growing in her soul journey. With the birds, I definitely feel that the divine feminine has to go through multiple dark night of the souls. Yes, I definitely see this here. The number 7 is a very spiritual number. It's about growth. It's about also the 7 days of a week, right? And so I was reminded of this as a month card. So I definitely feel the dark night of the soul takes this divine feminine out of the community. And you know, my second question that the poll was on is isolation and retreating really important for the feminine? And I think so, yes. I want to ask the universe though too, but this is like every time the feminine has learned something, the feminine has had you know, a time of happiness, a time of summer, a time of growth. We see this here with this, you know, it almost looks like a spring card, like a summer card. Every time when there's like really big growth in the soul journey happening, the universe is taking out the divine feminine and giving her the dark night of the soul, because it's not easy to be in isolation. It's not easy to be on your own. This could also mean, because this card speaks of you know, friend groups as well. This could as well mean that the divine feminine, you know, every time she is going through the dark night of the soul, she is shedding soul bonds. She is cutting soul ties with people. So a lot of people in a friend group, partners, you know, will be taken out by spirit. And this is the, you know, how most feminines experience the dark night of the soul, right? And there will be multiple. So let's look at the theme of the divine masculine in contrast. Let's see what there the spirit is saying. Wow. That's the fox. This is very interesting. Oh my effing god, this is so interesting. Wow, I love this. That's so nice. So what I'm seeing here is that the fox is all about, you know, that the divine masculine has accepted lies from society. Divine masculines mostly live in the 3D. They're not living in the matrix, right? Outside of the matrix. So they're completely immersed into the matrix, into their role in society. For them, you know, we see them here hunting. We see the fox hunting. And also the 9 of Wands is a card of perseverance, yeah, even through hard times. So what I'm seeing here is that, you know, the dark night of the soul, and there's only one. There's only one for the divine counterpart, okay? For the divine feminine, there are multiple. For the divine counterpart, it's only one, but it's longer. We can see that here. We have a 7 here and a 9 here. So it takes a lot longer, yeah. For both of them, because there's an 8 in between, for both of them, it will feel like forever, this dark night of the soul. But what I'm feeling here is, you know, in the feminine side, there's a lot of growth happen when she's patient and she's accepting and going with the flow. And with the masculine here, it's, he has to learn how to persevere and how to believe again, because number 14 is all about the angel, the belief system. So this is about seeing, like really believing that whatever you experience in your 3D life was kind of like a lie that they kept up to themselves, you know. This is like when their awakening happens, the masculine immediately goes into this this dark night of the soul that's really big, because the fox we see here, this is, you know, the universe teaching this divine counterpart everything about the matrix, you know, like who are your friends, you know, what is your circle, why were you like this, why yeah, like they're changing. This is like mixing the energies. The number 14, the angel card, it's usually mixing the energy of water and fire. And so it's like combining the opposites of the 3D world and of the matrix, right? Of the 3D world and of the fake world, basically, because of the fox, the fake world, the 3D world, you know, seeing through it. And once the masculine comes out of this dark night of the soul, he is very much changed. He has very much persevered. Whereas the divine feminine, you know, she goes again into a phase of growth, of joy, of happiness, of community work, of her service to the universe. And then again follows. It's like the divine You know, we see here with all these little birds, it's like the dark night of the soul is not as crazy as with the divine counterpart, with the masculine, but it will impact too, but it's not like boom. With the masculine, with that big fox, it's like they're being thrown at like one big hell of awakening. So let's see what's going on in the mind for the divine feminine. We have the movement. And we have the permit. Yeah, movement of knowledge. Movement of knowledge, movement of ancient knowledge. A lot of downloads coming in, the complete, you know, download from the universe. This is about ancient times, past lives, you know, all the combined, knowledge of the universe is like coming during these dark night of the souls, whereas the divine feminine has many of them, is falling onto this feminine here. Yeah, so every time she has a phase of a dark night of the soul, it's almost as if spirit is bringing in new knowledge, it's bringing in a new awakening. So the divine feminine basically goes through multiple awakenings in her spiritual journey. Yeah, this is about the mindset. Let's see the masculine mindset. What is happening here? We have the bear. This is about strength. This is about seeing how strong you are, seeing your authority in this world as well. And we have the present. Okay. Yeah, I mean, the bear symbolizes strength. The bear symbolizes authority. The bear symbolizes also you know, being laid back and not you know, like hunter, like the fox, you know, like hunting. Yeah, like in order to navigate through the 3D world, you have to, if you are like in this fox energy, and that's what, you know, what happens for the divine masculine in this matrix. It's like they're forgetting about their spiritual journey and they're adapting so much to the matrix that they're forgetting that they should enjoy themselves and that they should also, you know, also see life as a present, see their power, their masculine power as a present. And also because the bear, you know, I feel this is like also a change in the mindset. It's like this comes through as a mother bear a lot of times, because I know that a lot of masculines, a lot of divine masculines struggle with this mother issue. They all have it in some kind of way. This is very, like very common, and I always wondered why this is. And here it's the answer. It's because, you know, they need to see that they carry this mother bear, this protective energy of, you know, protecting their cubs, and that they carry this inside of themselves and they can protect themselves. They don't need, you know, to their base, or they don't need all these values around them to protect themselves, you know, all the money, all the status, everything what the divine masculine is chasing in the 3D matrix. Yeah, they need to acknowledge that, you know, this divine feminine is, this present is in them as well. This is what they're learning in this big awakening. Yeah, because they only have this one big awakening. It's like they get to know, they learn what has priority in life, what is more important than all the status and assets. You know, that maybe the unconditional love, because this is what I also see in this mother bear. You know, the mother bear has an unconditional love for her cubs. And so I see that here as well, this unconditional love for the divine feminine. This acknowledgement of this unconditional love, this has priority, and this is like a present. This is like a present from God and from the universe, you know. And that's what the divine counterpart will see in this one big dark night of the soul. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's look into the heart space. What are they learning in the heart space? We're looking at the feminine with her multiple awakenings. We have the clouds. This is about feeling gloomy, feeling depressive, feeling sad, you know, crying a lot. And the deep feelings, the fishes, going with the flow. Yeah, so this is about, you know, knowing that your feelings are valid. So this is about, you know, like knowing that her feelings for the divine counterpart are valid, and that, you know, in order to go through these multiple awakenings, in order to go through these isolation periods that the divine feminine is going through, yeah, the most important thing is that their feelings, or she learns that her feelings are not clouded, that she knows exactly, when we see here, you know, the two fishes, that's like the two, you know, the counterparts, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, swimming into the same direction and believing in that. Yeah, this is also the sky for me, the believing, the journey, you know, looking up to the sky, like integrating your mindset and your heart. Like this is what she's learning in these awakenings. It's like to integrate her feelings towards the divine masculine, but also, you know, to believe in the journey and to integrate her thoughts, and not to have all the time these gloomy thoughts in isolation, because isolation periods are important for the divine feminine. And as I said, you know, her feelings are being tested a lot, because you guys know, when you go through an awakening, most of your social structures, they fall apart. Most of, you know, the life that you've built around yourself is falling apart. This is what happens multiple times for the divine feminine. And this is not easy. Like, how should you navigate through such a mess, you know, and this every time anew again, until you have completed all the steps of this journey. So here it's important that she is, you know, becoming clear about her feelings and integrating the mind and the feelings. This is very important. So let's look at the counterpart, the divine masculine. This is the sun. This is about an illumination about his feelings. Yeah, the sun card, very beautiful, also with this candle here, like the mirroring. This is about, wow, look at this. You see how also the colors are different. It's like there's fire here, fire energy. It's the masculine, when he goes, or she, please, you know, apply it as it fits. We're talking about masculine energy. Females can be divine masculines as well. And look how we mirror. Look how we mirror. We have in like this, those are the feelings for each other. And isn't this beautiful when this happens? Oh, and there's from a different deck. This is interesting. I want to look at this card. And you guys see how many cards there are. I don't even know how many cards. Like this is a double Lenormand deck. Well, it might be about 80 cards or something. Coming out the cards twice on the same place. This is not a coincidence. You know, this is spirit here, right, talking to us. So, you know, their feelings have to match up. This is like the synchronicity in their feelings, like having one heart, believing, trusting, feeling each other. So this is what the feminine, you know, integrates her feelings and her mindset in all these multiple dark night of the souls, whereas the masculine goes through one big dark night of the soul, usually when they awaken, because they awaken very late into the game. You know, we know that divine feminines awaken very early in the journey and go through all these awakenings, whereas the masculine is, you know, like really having one big awakening. And in this one big awakening, you know, all, like everything was hidden with the sun gets illuminated. Like he or she sees then. He gets illuminated about his feelings, you know, which were true feelings, which were false feelings. You know, what were the people that I could trust? And, you know, people falling away from his life and new people coming into his life. So it's about, in his dark night of the soul, he is seeing. He's finally seeing like what the path was all about that brought him to this awakening. You know, this masculine is evaluating, they're seeing, you know, where the power comes from, and they see that it's the divine couple. This is very beautiful. Let's see what this card was. Oh my gosh, beautiful. The communication, the letter in the middle. I put this here because this was from a different deck. And I don't know why this was here. So I will put this here, the letter. This is beautiful. This is like, let's put this in the middle. Wow. Communication with each other. Yeah. This is the most important thing of this Dark Night of the Soul, is that it ends in a communication. That it ends with a communication in 3D. Because then, you know, you swim in the same direction and you, yeah, you see that you are twin flames, right? And it's for the feminine more to recognize and, you know, put these clouds away that cloudy her feelings, you know, like don't overthink too much here. And for the masculine, it's like the universe is enlightening everything about their feelings, you know. It's like the masculine, it's like an explosion of feelings for the divine feminine. Wow. So let's see in their 3D life what is going on in the Dark Night of the Soul for the divine feminine in her 3D life. Like, what is she learning there? We have the money. Yeah, I mean, we all can agree to that, right? Becoming independent, having your own money, having your own 3D life separate from the masculine. And the ring, yes. Wow, beautiful. This is about, you know, this journey, acknowledging that she is married to her divine counterpart. You know, this is like seeing that the contract, because number 25 in Lenormand could also mean that, you know, the contract, that there is a soul contract, that, you know, she's going through that multiple times through the Dark Night of the Soul in order to not focus so much on that connection, to not focus so much on the ring, you know, to not focus so much on the chasing of the divine counterpart, to not focus so much on that, yeah, there must be marriage at the end. Or, yeah, we need to come together and be married and have this beautiful 3D life that I'm imagining. You know, this is, she has to, like, put this in a healthy variation, you know, like earning her place, earning her money, and being independent from the masculine, doing her own thing. And the more this divine feminine is becoming independent, focusing on her life, not so much chasing the masculine, the more she is practicing this through all these Dark Night of the Soul, especially through isolation. Yeah, this is when the divine masculine is getting this illumination. So let's see how this looks like on his end, because he has this one big, there we have himself, and look at this, it almost looks like a wedding, because here we have this card, and then we have the ship, yeah, movement. The masculine has to move closer to the feminine, yeah, in the 3D. During his journey, he's on this journey, he's moving closer. I mean, we could see this is his energy here, and this is the contract, you know, acknowledging of the contract, and also moving closer in this journey. Here, it's like you really see how it is different. The feminine has to learn through all these multiple Dark Nights of the Soul to become independent and not to rely so much on that energy of the masculine, whereas the masculine needs to see that the only way forward for them is to go this way. The only way forward, you see how this ship is going in this direction. The only way forward is towards this ring, towards this commitment, yeah? Like at the end of this Dark Night of the Soul, of the masculine, he really is ready to move, to acknowledge this journey, to, you know, to say, yes, I'm on this twin flame journey, I'm trying my best, we will reunite again, I'm trying my best to move closer to the feminine. Whereas the feminine learns through these multiple Dark Nights of the Souls to focus on herself. Yeah, you see that, very beautiful. Wow. Okay, let's see one more question on what the universe wants to tell everyone who's watching this. We do one message about the dark night of the soul for the divine feminine from the universe. Okay, we have the moon. This is a deep journey, and a mountain. So this is the universe telling you that, you know, even if you don't know things, because the feminine a lot of times struggles to be on her own. Yeah, the moon is about this, that she's not recognized for who she is. Yeah, moon is different than in tarot. The moon in Lenormand is all about being recognized by her masculine, also being recognized for what she is and not for a mountain. Something that you can't overcome, you know, something that is standing in your way. Or, you know, the mountain as being unclimbable, you know, like something the masculine is seeing or viewing as a mountain, something that is not overcome. Yeah. So basically what the universe is saying, this is a possible, like you can overcome this mountain of recognition, divine feminine. It's not about recognition in the world. It's about the recognition from the masculines. And because a lot of times this recognition is not a given thing. A lot of times the masculine views the feminine as an obstacle, like something they cannot reach, something that is not, like while they are in this long-lasting dark night of the soul, they're viewing this road as a blockage here. Yeah, they're viewing that all these feelings and all like the life that are so different, because you guys have different lives, that it's not, you know, there's no way they can climb that mountain. And so the universe wants to tell you, divine feminine, just believe in yourself, you know, you will get the recognition. This mountain of not being recognized, it can be overcome. Yeah, let's get one more card from the Moon Oracle. One more special card for my divine feminine, and then we're closing off the reading. Oh, have faith. Wow, I love this. Look how beautiful, divine feminine. Yeah, you learn in all of these multiple dark night of the souls that you gotta believe in yourself. Yeah, you've got to believe, you need to have faith. So let's see what the universe wants to tell the divine counterpart, masculine. Oh wow, what is this? We have the, you know, this is the hermit lamp. The knowledge, the guidance, the fire, guidance towards the fire burning, and the map. Yeah, this is like the trust the universe that you are guided. Don't take everything in your own hands. Like the masculine struggles a lot, that they don't believe in this guidance, that they rather want to guide themselves, right? That, you know, because the masculine energy is a very active energy. And so what I feel here is that a lot of times the masculine gets lost in this dark night of the soul, especially because it's not easy to go through all this. And they have to believe that they are guided. So basically Spirit is saying one of the most important struggles that the divine counterpart, the masculine, has during this one big night of the soul is, you know, to overcome this lie that they're having of their life. Yeah, it's like they're walking their way through their 3D life, but only when they experience this dark night of the soul, which can also come a lot later, like after they awakened. Until they are not in the dark night of the soul, they're still not seeing everything clear. We've seen it. Once they come into this dark night of the soul, that's when they get lost a lot of times, you know, and they see all the lies, they see the matrix, they see how everything, you know, like they build up their life around ideals or belief system that are no longer suiting for them. And this is a time where the masculine can get lost. Yeah. So basically the universe is saying, believe in the guidance from the universe. You are guided, you are fine. Enlighten your feelings for the divine feminine and try to find your way through this maze. So let's get one more card for the divine masculine, what the universe wants to say to them. What a beautiful reading. One guidance for the divine counterpart here. Yeah. Wow. Again, we have Leo energy. Yeah. Don't let pride get in your way. Yeah. This is one of the most important things. And we see how beautiful this fits with the candlelight and with this, you know, these cards here. Look at this. This is almost the same card. The same color, isn't it? Look at this. That's crazy. So this is like, don't let your ruling in your 3D life overcome, you know, or stand taller than this unconditional love towards your divine feminine. Yeah. Take the risk and write your feelings. Take the risk and unite. You know, try to move closer to the feminine. Try to do something. Don't be too prideful, you know, to reach out to the divine feminine, because this is what is important. Yeah, and this is what the divine masculine has to learn to let go of pride during their dark night of the soul. Yeah, that's all what I'm having, guys. I hope you had fun here. I hope this was a wonderful guidance from the universe. I think I also want to do the other guidance as well. We'll see. Like, why is isolation important for the divine feminine and celibacy? We're going to talk about this. I think that would be an interesting topic as well. So this is where I want to say goodbye. And I see you in the next readings. Bye.